guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my August edition of What's in My Boxycharm, and it's almost September. Today is the 31st. I probably won't get this video edited up until tomorrow, so then it'll be September. So this video is very late. The box came very late because FedEx did not deliver my package. They actually never ended up delivering that box. I reached out to Boxycharm and they told me by a certain day if it doesn't come to contact them again. I did, and they resent me a box through USPS, and that came like super quick right after that. But FedEx has also lost another one of my packages, so I'm pretty pissed off with them right now. I know those of you that are subscribed to me have been wondering where I've been. I am going to talk to you guys about that. It's not going to be in this video. I'll probably do it in my next video. I'll just do a little chatty kind of video because it has been one hell of a couple weeks. It's been, I think, like almost a month since I've uploaded a video, which I've not done since I've started filming videos. I've, usually been pretty consistent up until this pandemic stuff started happening. And so I apologize for that, but I will talk to you guys about what has been going on in my next video. It's just been really super crazy. I can't even get into it, but we're going to jump right into the box. I haven't even worn makeup in so long that I don't know if I remember how to put on makeup. So, okay, so this box this month is called Spa, Glamping, Sunbathe, Yoga, Slumber. Is it called all of those things? I don't know. That's just what's all over it. So we're going to start with the first product I'm going to need to use in the box, which, like I always do, I take a peek in here just to see if I need to have makeup on or not. And I have a cleanser in this box, which I'm not excited about. This is the Pure Hills Pore Clear Black Charcoal Cleansing Foam. Say that 3 times. Premium charcoal and oriental botanical ingredients help to cleanse the sebum and skin waste, and pine needle extracts and mineral ingredients help skin to be moisturized and glossy. Okay, so I'm kind of concerned because this says it has pine needle in it, and I don't know if this is the same as like tree pine needles. Are there different ones? I don't know. But this retails for $24, by the way, but I'm kind of concerned because I am allergic to like pine. I'm allergic to like regular pine trees, like what we have outside, and I'm allergic to like pine sol, like actually the smelling that makes me sick. And I just had a severe allergic reaction from using a new cream, and my entire face, this perimeter of it was so swollen I almost couldn't open my eyes. So I'm a little nervous actually using new products right now. So what I'm gonna do with this is, let's take it out of the box. And it has a little thingy on it. So I'm only going to use a little bit of this just because I'm kind of nervous. Is this going to be something that's going to make me sick or not? I'm definitely not going to use it around my eye area, just because that seems to be something that really bothers me. So I'm just going to use this to cleanse like this bottom half of my face and my forehead. I'm not going to do it anywhere near my eyes just because, like I said, when I do have an allergic reaction to something I use on my skin, it's especially bad near my eyes. So I'm going to go lather this under the sink and I'll be right back. Okay, so right off the bat, I don't notice a tremendous difference. I don't know if I really like that or not. I feel like it has just way too many ingredients in it for somebody that has a sensitive skin as I do. I mean, this entire box is the ingredients list. I mean, it has a ton of stuff in it. In their defense, a lot of stuff is like lavender water, whatever the hell that is, flower leaf extract, hyacinth extract. It seems like it's got lots of extracts of things in here. It just seems like that might be too much for my skin. I'm gonna have to test it maybe on a different part of my body before I continue testing it on my face. I just, like I said, have really sensitive skin, so, and the smell of that is pretty strong too, which I don't like. The next product in here is called QMS Meta Cosmetics. This is a Active Glow Tinted Day Cream. Okay. Well, to be honest, straight off, this feels like it feels like this package is not full. Like, can you see that? Like, Feels like you can just squish it down. And like there's barely anything in it is how it feels. It's a lightweight sheer color adaptive cream with vitamins. Helps to blur imperfections to reveal visibly glowing even skin. The combination of a perfecting light tint and a hydrating formula makes this an ideal day cream. This retails for $105. Okay. So if this is tinted, what tint is this? Like it doesn't say a shade name on it. Let me open this guy up. Okay, so it's got a little clear cap that comes on it. Okay, and it just looks like this inside. Okay, so this doesn't have a tint shade on it, which almost makes me feel like there's only this tint, which I could be wrong, but there had better not only be this shade because that's ridiculous. So you need to prime the pump a little bit. Or a lot. Okay, there it comes. So it looks like a... It's not going to pump again. Alright, it pumped the one time. There we go, there's a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to say I hate the container. I shouldn't have this much trouble with pumping something out. Either make it a squeezy thing or make it have a longer tube inside of it where it can actually like reach the minimal amount of product that's in here, because that's how long the little thing is that goes in here. Am I supposed to hold it upside down? I don't know. I've never used one of these before, but this has like the consistency of like a BB cream. So that's how I'm going to use it, and how I use BB creams and CC creams is I just use them with my hands. I feel like it just doesn't work as well using something else. So I'm going to bring you guys in just a little bit, and I'm going to start off by just dabbing this in places, and then I'm going to kind of rub it in like a moisturizer. Ew. Wow. This has a very profound scent to it, and I know exactly what it smells like. It smells just like aftershave. Like an older gentleman's aftershave. Identically that. I don't know why I said ew, because I don't think aftershave smells bad, but I just wasn't expecting it to smell like a man. This is so strongly scented that I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, because this is so strong, it's all I can smell is that smell. I mean, it smells, honest to God, it smells like aftershave. So straight off, it does nothing to conceal, you know, any kind of redness. I do look very dewy. It doesn't conceal anything. It does look like I used exactly what I used, which is a tinted moisturizer. So if you're a person that wears really lightweight foundation or no foundation at all, and just some days maybe needs a little bit of coverage like this, this type of thing may be something you're looking for, but not this specific cream, because it's $105 and that's outrageous. I mean, come on guys, that's crazy. And also, like I said, I don't know if this is the only shade this comes in, but that would be definitely another reason not to buy this if it only comes in this shade. Because this shade happens to work on me, but what about a person of deeper or lighter complexion? It's not gonna, I don't think that's gonna look right on them at all. I'm just gonna dab some concealer in a couple places that I need it. I definitely have some dark circles going on right now. And I definitely have some hormonal redness around my nose, around my chin. So we are just gonna try to eliminate that. That cream definitely doesn't provide any type of coverage with, you know, redness or whatnot. And like I said, I don't think that it's supposed to. It doesn't claim to, but if you have dark circles or redness like I do, you're gonna need some concealer. Otherwise your face is just gonna look a little uneven and it just doesn't look good. So moving on, I am going to very quickly add a little bit of bronzer and blush to my face just so I don't look so washed out, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now that we have a little salsa on our face, we are going to move on to the next thing in the box, and I am not excited about this. So let's just put it out there and be honest. This is the Violet Voss Essential 2 palette. These 10 eyeshadow pans of Pure Bliss provide all the everyday hues you need to create your go-to soft glam as well as vivid pops of color to liven up your look. It retails for $36. The reason why I'm not excited about this is honestly because I got the other Essentials palette and I just didn't like... A lot of people loved it, which is great. That's cool. If it works for you, go for it. But it just... I didn't like the color payoff. I didn't like the fallout. I didn't like the actual textures of the eyeshadows. And let's see how this looks. It's got a little flooby rooby in here. And it looks like this. I'm talking like seriously 80s blue eyeshadow right there. Which I might want to use. I don't know what I'm going to do today. These purples are really pretty. Actually, I'm really liking the colors in this much more than I like the other ones. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a good palette. We'll see. And it's got a little thingy on the mirror you get to pull off. And you know I like doing that. So before we start with this, we're going to move on to the next thing in the palette, which are... I just literally flipped everything everywhere. I wish you could have seen that. Everything just flipped upside down and then landed everywhere. Okay, so the next thing in the box is the Morphe I Got This brush set. Oh, these babes. That's what it says. Oh, these babes. Just the 4 natural and synthetic eye brushes you need to pull off all the gorgeous looks. Go on and give them a sweep. Collection includes oval shadow brush, Pro Firm Blending Crease Brush, Tapered Mini Blending Brush, and an Angle Liner Brush. This retails for $12, which is a good price point, I think, for 4 brushes. I really like that. You guys know we got those, I think it was Lavish brushes in one of our other boxes that was like $30, $40. I can't remember, for 4 or 5 brushes, and I was really harsh on those because it was a ridiculous price point for very cheaply made brushes. So I like the price point so far. Have actually never tried Morphe brushes before, so I'm pretty excited to try them. And it's like, I don't need brushes. I have a ton of brushes. So do I need these? No. Am I gonna complain about it? Also no. Because I love getting brushes. I don't know what's wrong with me. I could just constantly get brushes and I feel like I would be okay with it. So, can I not drop them anywhere? So let's take them out of the package, if I can. Alright, so, okay. I'm literally dropping everything. Back to my old self, I guess. So it's got this little flat guy, which looks like something you could cut your crease with. Very soft. An angle brush, which I don't really care about ever, just because I don't use these for dip brow and I don't use them for my liner very often if I do use them for gel liner. And we've got this one. It's a little haggard. It's a little messed up. We'll see if it can fix itself whenever I use and or wash it. I just washed all of my brushes, which took me like 5 years, so yeah. This is the last one. It's also a little bit haggard, just a little bit. I like the way they look. They're real chic. It says Morphe on the end of it. It's got this little rigid thing right here. So let's just jump in and see what happens. So the first color I'm gonna take is this shade Clay. We're gonna take that Clay shade on this. Actually, they don't have anything. It doesn't have the brush, what brush number or anything it is listed on it, which I don't like because I like being able to tell you guys, oh, this is a 34 or a yada yada. So this is just one of the crease blending brushes, I assume. So I'm going to take that shade Clay and I'm going to pop it into my crease. And I'm going to blend it in the crease and up just a tidbit. Okay, now so far these brushes are extremely soft. This brush is, at least. So I really like the softness of this and I really like how well it's blending this shade out. I feel like I haven't put makeup on in so long I forgot what I'm doing. I mean, it's been weeks. So the next shade I think I'm going to go into is, I'm going to take this little tapered brush and go into that chocolate brown shade. Chocolate brown. I like that. And I'm going to pat this in my outer corner. And I think I'm going to take this a little bit above the crease, about this much. And I'm not going to blow it out this way. I'm just going to leave it. I want to kind of keep this where I'm putting it. So now I'm going to go back in with that first brush and just soften those edges out. Again, I'm not trying to fan it out like into a point or up or anything like that. I just want to keep it where it's at, so I'm not going to go very much outside of the perimeter while I'm blending like I like to do a lot of times. I'm just going to blend on top of that color in the very, very edge. And because I'm not familiar with these eyeshadows, I don't want to do both eyes at once and then go back and blend it. I'm just going to go ahead and do it on the one eye. So as of right now, my first impression off of this eyeshadow palette is a lot different than the other one. I don't know if I had a bad palette before, the other Violet Voss palette, or maybe they did something to their formula, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just a new person. But so far these shadows feel a lot different than those. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like they're working for me differently. And again, I'm just laying that chocolate brown. I like saying chocolate brown. I'm just laying that chocolate brown down. And I'm going to do the same blending. I do feel like the tops of it are just a smidgy patchy, so I'm going to tap back into that clay color and just do the edges and make sure that we're not having jaggedy, lumpy edges. I don't like that. I hope I don't forget to do my brows. Alright, so the next color we're gonna take is, I think I'm gonna use this shade Bronze. I was gonna use this Rose Gold shade, but that type of shade in the other palette was not very good. So I think I'm gonna try this one on my finger and just pack that on to the inner half of my lid. Now that shade is super pretty. Oh my god, I love this shade. Oh, it reminds me of a shade I used to use like when I first started using makeup a long time ago, and I absolutely loved this shade, and I think it was in like a stick, and I don't like stick eyeshadows, but I really loved the color so much that I wanted to try it. It was a drugstore item, and I cannot think of what the brand was or anything, but they stopped selling it after a little while of me using it, and I was like so disappointed. And now it's in a powder, so that's cool. So far that brought this palette up a couple of points. So I do remember that other Violet Voss palette, like the eyeshadow starting to crease, which I never ever have an issue with a powder eyeshadow doing that, so it was odd to me that it did that. So that's something I'm going to keep my eye out for on this and make sure that it doesn't start creasing on my lid. I feel like some of the intensity of that brown went away with my blending. Of course, it always does. So I'm going to go back in with a second layer of that brown just to reinforce that deepness. So I'm going to go on that small tapered brush back in that shade Clay, and I'm going to rim that under my entire eye. And then I'm going to go back in with that chocolate brown, I can't stop saying it like that, and do my very outer third of my bottom lash line. I don't want to bring this color too far in. I like how smoky this looks. And then we're going to take that bronze shade and I'm going to dab it in the first half of the eye. So there's just a couple places where this isn't blending quite as smoothly as I want it to. See how it's patchy right here? So it is kind of doing what the other one did just a bit. It's not near as bad. I really like these shades though. So because I'm a buffoon and forgot to do it before, I'm going to go ahead and swatch these for you guys. So this is the shade Beige. All right, this is Clay. This is Rose Gold. This is the other shade I was going to use. On my finger, it has like a really pretty, like shifting quality to it. Let's see how it looks when you swatch it. It's a little less impressive on a swatch, but we all know that swatches are not the all telltale sign of whether a palette sucks or not. You have to use it really to know. That's the matte brown I just used. And this is that bronze shade that we used on our inner lid. This is Wild Orchid, cute name. Okay, so that has a little bit of blue reflect to it, which I couldn't really tell in the palette. This is a shade called Blue Violet. Also has a little bit of blue reflect to it, which, I mean, says it in the name that's going to do it. So this is Aqua. Again, I'm trying not to judge from swatches. This is, what is that called? Blue Sky, which is that totally 80s eyeshadow shade. This is the shade Copper, which is the last shade. Okay, so that one swatched. These two swatched the best, which I assumed they would just based off how they look in the palette. So you can tell these look a little better quality, I guess, than the other ones. And by putting them on my eye and actually trying this bronze one, this one, and hold on. This one, and this one is the ones I just used. And I can tell, like I said, this one is the best quality of those three. So I don't know what it is about the formula of that one, but that one just happens to be the best. Last thing in the box is the Real Her Definer Brow Pencil. This long-lasting micro-tip pencil allows you to create individual-like hairs, a subtle or bold brow look. Its creamy wax-based formulation glides beautifully and naturally on skin. Waterproof pencil, stress-free, help you through any challenges you face in life. Okay. I get like about hyping your brand up, but my air conditioner went out a couple of days ago. This would not help me with that. So my brows being on point was not a factor in me burning the hell up in my house. So let's be real. This retails for $16. Let's see how this baby looks. Packaging is cute so far on the little box. It's like rose gold and black. If it'll come out. Okay, so this is a slim bitty. Alright, let me get my brow comb out. Okay, so I'm just gonna brush my brows out. Very hold on, what? Very ungroomed eyebrows, by the way, so let's ignore that. Okay, so what was this shade? I swear to God, if I drop one more thing, I'm gonna scream. Where's the frickin' shade, bro? Do I just not see the shade? What's up with the shades, guys? Okay, I don't see a shade on this at all. There is no shade on the box at all. Okay. Is this supposed to be a one size fits all kind of thing? Because that's not how it works at all. Like, you can't do that. Like, there's no shade name. That just says paraben free and all that crap. And no shade name, no shade name, no shade name, no shade name on any part of this. Alright, so the reason why that frustrates me is because we're not all the same shade. Okay, so this end has a little spoolie on it, and this end is the micro little tip, which is a teeny weeny tip. But seriously, I hope they have more shades than this one, because that's not cool. Alright, so I'm gonna start. Okay, so this seems hella dark. Let me see how dark. Okay. This is chocolate brown also. So my hair not being very dark is going to, this might not look good on me. Okay, so far you can tell this is definitely way too dark. It's just way too dark for me. As far as the quality goes, it's going on really easily. And it's blending out well. The size of it is nice because you have good control over it. The color itself is nice, it just doesn't match my eyebrows. So if I take this color all the way into the front of my eyebrows, I'm going to look just like angry and like an evil witch because I'm going to have these really dark, like bold brows. So I'm going to try to go as light-handed as I possibly can in the front and just do little hair strokes. Can you tell I haven't done my brows in a long time because of how bad they look? I've did a horrible job. So first of all, it's way too dark for my hair and complexion. Alright, so I've just put on a little bit of mascara and a little bit of lip gloss just to kind of pull this all together. And my final thoughts are that, first of all, the QMS face cream, tinted moisturizer, whatever you want to call it, that still heavily smells of aftershave on my face right now. And it has been, I don't know, probably, you know, at least 10 or 15 minutes since I've put that on my face, and it still very heavily smells of it. So I do not like that. I don't like for my foundations. I feel like everything you put on your face essentially has some type of scent to it, but that is just intentionally like scented and very overwhelming, and I don't prefer to smell like aftershave. I feel like if I'm talking to someone, they would smell that on me, and it so profoundly smells of aftershave, I feel like they would think I use aftershave. So I don't know about that. But in terms of using a tinted cream and what have you, I feel like you honestly can get a better quality cream for much cheaper than over $100 at like Walmart, Target, places like that. You know, I remember back in the day, I think the first BB cream I was using was like from Garnier or something like that. It was a drugstore brand, and it definitely gave me like the same amount of coverage as this is giving me. It gave me the same kind of look, honestly. And so I just don't understand why in the world that is $105. And I went back and read the back of the package because at first I didn't continue reading it like a fool because it is in a different language. But it says lightweight sheer color adaptive cream with vitamins, blurs imperfections to reveal visibly glowing even skin. It says skin type, all types and tones. So they're trying to tell me this is for every skin tone and every skin type. I have really sensitive skin, I just talked about that, and the smell of this is enough to very much aggravate my skin. So I don't know how well this is gonna hold up, but the fact that you think the tint that came out of this is for every tone is mind-boggling to me, because if I put this on my niece, who is a few shades lighter than me, I feel like it's not going to adapt to her color, because first of all, it's not, you know, like clear, or it's not like a neutral kind of shade. It comes out literally in the shade that it showed up on, you know, my face. You know, with that being said, I am the shade that it is, but I imagine, and I don't know, but if I put this on a deeper skin tone, it might make them look ashen or, you know, lighter than they're supposed to be. And I don't know if I can get with this. I just feel like there should probably be categories, you know, like this is for ranges of light skin, this is for ranges of medium, this is for ranges of deep, this is for ranges of dark deep. So everyone has a category that they may have something in that they could use. I just don't see how this is going to suit everyone. And like I said, it is super light, it is super sheer, but it definitely has a tint to it. So I don't know. That might just be me talking shit, but it might not be. So as far as the brushes go, I really like them so far. I really think that they are good quality. I absolutely recommend them for $12. That is, how many brushes was in there? 4 brushes, that's $3 a piece. And so I absolutely just say absolutely. I absolutely recommend that, especially over those lavish brushes. Yeah, I get it. They were cute. There were like different colors and everything, but that doesn't equate to good quality, and that doesn't equate to like this is one of those brushes that came out of that lavish set, and it's like, yeah, it's cute because it's colorful and what have you, but I would rather have just a straight up, you know, black brush like that look, I mean, the packaging is chic anyways. It's fine with me. I love anything that's, you know, straight up black. As far as the eyeshadows go, so these definitely, in my opinion, performed much different than the other, I guess it was the Essentials 1 palette that they gave me. I really like the color scheme a lot better in this one. I feel like the palette did perform a lot better. I feel like I got that area of patchiness for the most part, like, pretty well blended out, but you can just see just a little bit of an area where it did not blend out super well. The color doesn't seem to be creasing up yet. We'll see how that goes later in the day because it's only been on for like 5 minutes. As far as the eyebrow pencil, it seems like it is a decent quality pencil, but again, if this is only in one shade, that's problematic, and you guys know it, so stop it. There is no one tone, one whatever fits all. It's just not how it works. What I don't like is if I touch my brows, pigment is definitely, and apparently wax, see how like dewy and wet that looks, is apparently coming off the brows. So if these don't dry down, I'm not gonna like that. And the cleanser, I feel like I just am not gonna like that. There's too many things in it. It's pretty scented also. I'm just concerned about the ingredients for me personally. It may work well for you, you know, whatever. That is all for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!